The Trump administration just made its strongest Second Amendment move yet, and nobody in the mainstream media wants you guys to know what's happening. The Department of Justice has filed a major brief asking the Supreme Court to take down blue state restrictions on public carry. You know, the same laws that block ordinary Americans from defending themselves while criminals just ignore the rules anyways. And at the same time, President Trump just made a promise that could change the entire national landscape. He says he will sign nationwide concealed carry reciprocity the second it lands on his desk. And that means your permit would work across state lines just like your driver's license. So tell me this, do you guys support nationwide reciprocity? Let me know in the comments. But here's the part that they never expected. The filing doesn't just challenge one law, it challenges the entire system. So let's go ahead and break this down. So my name is Tom, I'm with the Daily Beau, and I'm also a White House correspondent for the Next News Network. And today we're looking at one of the biggest 2A fights since Bruen, because the Trump DOJ just asked the Supreme Court to strike down restrictive public carry laws in California, New York, Hawaii, Maryland, New Jersey, and any other state that just, doesn't care much for the Second Amendment. But before we go deeper, make sure you guys are subscribed. We're a growing channel, and every like, comment, share, and subscription helps us grow. We've got Trump saying he's going to do it. Check it out.
Seventh, I will protect the right of self-defense everywhere it is under siege, and I will sign concealed carry reciprocity. Your Second Amendment does not end at the state line.
So this story literally just broke. There's no mainstream media clips to cut to, so I wanted to cut to a video of Trump saying that he would immediately sign any reciprocity law that passed on his desk. But as you guys can see, this is a huge shift. The Department of Justice brief argues that these blue state systems were built to stop regular citizens from carrying for self-defense, even though the Supreme Court already said public carry is protected. And Trump's reciprocity message adds fuel. If your permit is valid, it should be honored everywhere in the country. So tell me this, do you think states should be allowed to block lawful carriers? Let me know in the comments. Like, I have a concealed carry, and my Illinois license is only good in certain states. Florida's only good in different states. Utah is only good in certain areas. And I don't travel to New York. I don't travel to California. I don't travel to states that I can't carry in because my family's life is worth it. And the Department of Justice argument is simple. If a right exists, it can't disappear when you cross a state line. That is what I voted for. If you guys voted for that, let me know in the comments. And they point out that in our republic's history, ordinary citizens openly carried in taverns, markets, and public spaces long before modern permit systems existed. And blue state lawmakers responded to Bruen by passing laws that ban carry in almost every location, like malls, restaurants, parks, theater spaces, and even private businesses, unless permission is posted. But do you guys notice where all the bad things always happen? It's in those areas where they have gun-free zones or whatever. And this is where it all changes. The Department of Justice says these sensitive places rules go far beyond anything in history. They aren't exceptions. They are nearly total bans. And the Trump administration wants the Supreme Court to shut that down. And blue state officials are already pushing back. New York and California say removing these restrictions will make cities less safe. Sure. Anyways, but the DOJ brief points to data showing criminals don't apply for permits, folks. They don't follow rules and they don't care about concealed carry signs. Law-abiding citizens, we're the ones that do. And this is why nationwide reciprocity is such a big deal. Under Trump's plan, your permit would work across state lines. That means no more confusion, no more patchwork maps, and no more criminalizing regular people who simply want to protect their families. And this lawsuit is directly challenging the restrictions in California, Hawaii, and all these other states that make you jump through a million loopholes just to get a concealed carry. And if you guys got value from this news update, please tap subscribe. My opinion is next. I want to carry in every state. I think that there shouldn't even be a concealed carry license. I think maybe people should be trained on it, but I would err on the side of people being protected. And here's why this matters. We live in a republic where the Constitution is supposed to travel with you, not stop at a state border. The Trump Department of Justice is making that point clearly. Blue state restrictions aren't about safety, they are about control. And the people most affected are the working class Americans who live in the highest crime areas and simply want a fighting chance when danger shows up. And nationwide reciprocity would bring consistency, fairness, and clarity, along with being able to get a concealed carry. Imagine if the people on trains in New York had concealed carry licenses, or in Chicago, if we were allowed to carry on trains, maybe all these bad things that are happening wouldn't happen. And for millions of Americans, it would finally recognize that the right to carry is not a privilege granted by a governor, it is a constitutional protection. And as the Supreme Court takes this case, the stakes could not be higher. This decision will shape the future of carry rights in our republic. So stay alert, stay informed, and stay prepared, and always stay strapped, guys. One in the chamber. Don't be an idiot. God bless.